Good morning and welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you didn't see our last video, we actually escaped the UK. We're no longer living on a driveway and we're actually in Portugal.
It feels so good to be back in Portugal and it's so warm. It's actually like 40 degrees in the day the last couple of days, which is 104 Fahrenheit for you guys over the pond, which is crazy for us Brits. We are not used to weather like this. So we have a project today that is hopefully going to make our life a little bit more bearable.
Yeah, we don't have any AC. We do have a fan that we got the other day that rotates, which literally makes us feel like we're living in luxury, but it's still incredibly hot during the day when it's too hot to move. You can't go out in the sun. So Theo's came up with an absolutely amazing idea that is going to hopefully, if it all works out well, I don't see why it wouldn't, change our lives. We're the indie projects, Bee and Theo, and with our cat Ginjey Bear, we're driving around the world in our beautiful self-built Sprinter van. For the last 6 years, we have driven over 100,000 miles around Europe, exploring all the way up to the Arctic Circle in Norway. Follow us as we adapt to life's ever-changing challenges during the pandemic that's sweeping the world. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.
The sun's just risen from behind the trees and it's so nice. But that means we need to get cracking because there's only a small window in the morning that we can actually work outside. Between about 7 AM and 10:30 AM, it's bearable.
So this is where we spend all of our time in the day because it provides us shade from the insane sun, and we've got this lovely deck that Theo built last winter that actually isn't fixed to the ground, so we can move it, which at the time, I don't know if that was purposeful, but it's actually going to work out really well because the project that we're working on today is going to be going right here, so we need to move the deck over there. And we're going to clean out under the deck as well because there's a lot of spiders, a lot of wasps, a lot of things lingering around, so may as well clean it whilst we're doing it.
I'm always looking for that light in the shadow, always been wandering through darkness. I'm always listening for a sound to follow, waiting for something to begin.
Oh my gosh, I swear it wasn't this heavy before.
Watch the caravan.
Oh,
Right, now just flip it on its side.
Woo! Oh, look at that. That makes sense.
Oh wow.
That's underneath my
Guys,
sofa.
we have just found a wasp nest under the deck.
This deck Theo made out of all of the warped wood left over from the cabin toilet build basically, so that's why some of the wood looks a little bit mental, but here we go. Here is the wasp's nest. We're definitely going to have to remove that. These wasps, basically, if they see you, they will sting you. Both me and Theo have been stung by them yesterday, and they're evil, so we definitely need to remove them. And there's also just a lot of webbing going on. There's some sort of nest thing here. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, we'll clean this out, and then we can dump it down here.
It's amazing what you find under an old deck. We have a can of Coke Zero and a bent, I was going to say a bent fork. It's a bent knife and a little Ginjey Bear.
Oh, Ginjey
helping.
cat. Helpful. So Theo's just creating an off-grid wasp removal tool. We left the Stanley knife in the caravan behind that, so obviously we're having to use a hacksaw. Which is a
If this doesn't work, that annoying sound of the hacksaw going through a bottle will have got rid of them.
Well, we've discovered as well there's another nest here. So we've got 2 to remove now.
And you might as well do it in shorts and a t-shirt. You know, I got stung yesterday, it wasn't too bad. Bee gets worse stings, so
mine swell up for some reason.
I'm sacrificing my body for the wasps.
But we need to do this in a special way.
There's like, I reckon there's about 7 on that nest right now.
Well, I'm keeping an eye out for any ones that are lurking in the background.
Right, let's just do it.
Okay. Oh gosh, they're going to be angry.
Did it.
Oh, there we go.
Right, new home.
I think they're dazed. They didn't even move. Hello. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm mega curious about what is in that nesty thing. I've got a theory that it's a spider sac that it goes in to shed its skin and get bigger. Purely, I only think that because there was one in the caravan that I poked open and there was just a spider skin in there, so we shall see. If I poke it open and there's a monster spider in there, I will just die on the spot of fear, because I am terrified of big spiders, like most normal people are. Okay, I know Theo likes to pretend he's not, but you'd be lying if you said that a massive spider appearing in front of you doesn't scare the living crap out of you. I'm armed with a very long stick. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I just saw something moving in there. I can't. Okay. You need a long stick. There's a tarantula in there.
This is what I told Bee to use. It's a tent peg.
No.
And she got this absolutely ginormous Gandalf stick. That was massive. Oh my god.
I feel violated. Oh my god. I can't. I need to leave Portugal. Get me out of here. Oh my god.
At least it left. But that was massive.
See, you ran.
Yeah, because you were screaming.
Where did it go though? It's probably gone round the other side. And now the thing is, it's out here in the wild.
Oh no, but
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. That was.
There's a little one here.
No, it was not. Don't lie to me.
No, it was.
Don't come near me with that.
That one was massive, but we need to discard of these.
No, I just need to know where it's gone though. I don't think I've ever. I don't know where it
just
is.
Jumped out.
If that physically went on me,
I might use this.
I'm literally So the man who was taking the mick out of me.
There's not many nests. There's not many. There's only about 10.
Another big one. Another dead one. Yeah. Another skin. I'm literally sweating. I don't know if that's from the heat or from the spider.
Right, a few more.
I believe that was screaming. I was not expecting it. I've had to come and sit down for a couple of minutes to get over that encounter with the spider. It really did freak me out. I'm in the caravan right now, which is where we spend a lot of our time during the day, and I've been working on my laptop in here, and actually it's the perfect time to talk about today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. If you've never heard of Skillshare, it's an online learning community with thousands of different classes in photography, illustration, productivity, writing, a lot of different things, and I've been doing the Creative Personal Writing class by Ashley Ford, and it's been a really great way to expand my writing knowledge. After writing the ebook, I really got back into the passion of writing, and our first 1,000 subscribers to click the link in the description get a 2-month free premium membership to Skillshare, and it works out at less than $10 a month for an annual subscription, so it's well worth it, and I'm really enjoying this course, and I still need a couple more minutes in here before I can go back on the spider infested deck.
So our Australian viewers are going to be laughing at us so much because that spider was probably nothing compared to one of their deadly spiders that they have. But these are what we picked up yesterday, and this is what's going over there. These are 1,000 litre IBC tanks. They're used for storing water, and we got 2 of them, and we will explain why later. But one of them is going to move over there right now. They're quite heavy, so this should be fun. Like a glove. So we've just spent some time leveling out the tank and positioning it where we want it to go, and believe it or not, this is going to be our new plunge pool, and we cannot wait to try it out because sitting in a body of water for hours on end when it's like 38, 40 degrees in the day. This is going to be a dream come true. So what we're going to do now is we need to take these metal bars off the top. We need to slide it out and then with the jigsaw cut the top off it. In theory we should be able to just lift the tank out. There we go. Right, I got some wood over there. If I lift it up, you put the wood under it. So I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, it doesn't look very nice. It's white, it's fairly ugly to be honest, like they're very industrial looking, but we're not gonna leave it how it is. We are gonna, however, fill it full of water as soon as possible and make it look pretty at a later date when I manage to get some supplies and some more wood, because I don't have enough left over to do what I want to do. So yeah, it will look really nice when it's finished and it will tie in with the decking, but right now it's just gonna have to look ugly for a little while.
Nearly there, nearly. There we go. We've lifted the tank out now because we need to cut around the edge, and we couldn't do that because there was metal basically in the way, and we don't need to cut through the metal, just the plastic. So we've raised up with some wood. I've done dots where we're going to cut it, so I'm going to join them all now, connect the dots, take these off, and then Theo's going to go around with the jigsaw, and then it'll be a big wide open space. So now it's propped up, I've drawn the line around. Theo's going to come through with a drill, make a hole, and then jigsaw the whole thing off.
Hey, we did it. So that seemed to work out quite well. It just cuts like butter. This plastic's only thin, and once the blade heats up it just goes straight through it. And now we can see how good Bee's measuring was and if it's actually straight. I managed to keep to it quite well, but this should just lift straight off. Look at that.
Whoa.
Suddenly gone
Huge. It didn't feel that big before, and now it's just massive. I think you should get in. Well, to move.
I don't know why I'm holding this.
Theo with his prize.
I feel like a warrior. You know,
shield.
because it's got two handles. You just be like,
use it against the wasps and the spiders.
okay, so it's 7 o'clock in the evening and we're back at work. It's currently 38 degrees, so it's still warm. But I've just cut up a load of spare Celcius that we had lying around, and what I've done is I've put it in the bottom of here. It's 50mm, two 25mm sheets on top of each other, so 50mm, and that's going to raise the container up a little bit higher.
And whilst Theo was doing the Celcius, wow, my voice is reverberating out of this. I went and sanded all the way around the edge just so it wasn't so sharp and bitty, but then that meant all the little bits fell in here, so I've been rinsing it out to get as much of the little plastic bits out as possible. And now it needs to go back in there, and we're ready to try and get water for it.
Oh. Snug fit, and it's a lot higher now.
Yeah, it's good. Well, this is wild. I can't tell you how hard it is to get an IBC on top of a car, tractor car.
It's not as hard as carrying this beast 350 metres, which where the well is. So it's too far to carry this in this heat. I'm sweating buckets and I'm not willing to do that. So this is what the tractor's for. Let's see if it stays on. So it stayed on. It's rock solid, look at that. The whole car shakes. Now we've got to get it off. Ready? Oh.
You got it on the floor.
Oh. Made it. Right, now we've got to get it over there.
Unsurprisingly, the well area is very well in growth at the moment, so I'm just basically going to use the old rakeroo and just go through and just pull up any dry grass that's getting in the way so we can easily get through with the water bottles.
The grass has grown up quite a lot down here because it's right by the well. There's been a lot of rain in the winter, but also there's a lot of water obviously by where the well is, because that's where the water table sits, and it grows up really nicely, so it's going to be really good when it comes to growing food. So we've got this trusty trolley that we're going to use. We used to use this on a narrow boat to move coal and wood to and from the boat, which was really good. It's not so good off-road, but it would do for now, and basically it's going to go from the well to the car and carry the water containers. So I'm currently sitting in the very old holding tank. So what would have happened is a donkey would have walked around, it would have churned up the buckets of water, they come into this metal tube here, and the water comes into this concrete cement container. It hasn't been used for so long, it probably leaks, so that's why we're using an IBC. It's just a lot easier, and the IBC needs to be lifted higher so we can get buckets underneath it. So I've managed to find this, which is a platform for like a scaffold ladder thing, and hopefully this and a piece of wood is going to do a temporary job just so we can get the water out for the pool. So we're going to be using this really cheap submergible pump from Amazon. Had great reviews, so fingers crossed it works. It's only low wattage, it's 400 watt, so it doesn't draw much power at all. And the reason I've gone for this is because I didn't want to invest in a really expensive pump because I didn't really know much about it. And if we're going to be here long term in the future, I will get a proper pump fitted so we can pump all the way up to our house. But it's 350 meters away, so it's a long way. So this will do for now. It's a bit of a workaround. And also what I'm doing is I'm cable tying Bee's midge head net around this to hopefully filter out some of the particles before it gets sucked through the pump, so we have even nice cleaner water and there's not bits in it. This is the definition of improvising.
I was going to say the definition of bodged, but yeah, improvising.
Right, it's nice and tight. There's a little area there where it might be able to get through, but
we're just hoping no frog gets sucked up. No, they wouldn't fit through that anyway, would they?
I don't mind bathing with the frogs.
I mean, I just don't want them to have the trauma of going through a water pump.
No, it only takes like a couple mil. We've got 10 meters of this flexible blue pipe, and I'm just going to attach it with a
Jubilee clip?
Jubilee clip. I always forget what they're called.
It's a really random name, like, why is it a Jubilee clip?
I think it's just a company's called Jubilee. Maybe.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure. It's my field toolbox.
Whatever I think you need.
In the middle of nowhere. That should do it. We're going to be powering the submergible pump with this Power Oak solar generator. This thing is a beast, and we will talk about it more in another video. We haven't got time right now, but hopefully this is going to do the job. It did earlier when I used the jigsaw with it. I haven't had to fire up a petrol generator at all, which is just amazing. Clean energy. Guys, it's flipping working. It's actually working, which is amazing. It is going into the tank fairly slowly. We might be here for a while, but it is working, which we're very happy about. The sun has just gone down so we can get a little bit of relief, and I guess I'm just going to sit here now until the whole IBC tank fills up. It might be a while.
Good morning. Today is day 2 of Operation Cool Down, and after a very long evening filling up the IBC into the dark, we're now finally going to get to fill this one up. I'm so excited. We're just on our way down to the well. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's still wonderfully cool and fresh, and I'm really looking forward to getting the water filled because it is going to be hitting about 36 today during the day. So if we can get all the water in the tank today, we can be sitting in there during the peak of the heat. So we've got quite a few bottles to fill up and ferry up now.
So we're down at the well and we managed to fill about 900 litres last night. And I'm so surprised how clean and clear the water is. It just looks like we put fresh water in it, which is great. So it should be nice to bathe in, and it's lovely and cool as well. So we better get on with it because we got about probably 6 to 8 trips up and down filling up buckets.
So understandably, when we turned the IBC on, it was a massive gush of water, which is pretty difficult to fill up bottles, but we had on hand one of these old bottle tops that had a hose sticking out of it. That is the perfect size to screw onto the end of the IBC flow thing, so we can actually get it nice and easy straight into the bottles, which is brilliant. Theo's tasked with lifting up the heavy ass bottle. Are they all 25 litres?
These are 30, the blue ones. Then we've got 125, 2 20s. So we've got about 125 litres, but they're not at max capacity because you can't fill them all the way to the top. So we'll probably get just over 100 litres per trip. So it's gonna be a few trips. That wasn't meant to happen. Okay.
Oh no. Oh good.
So all but one container fits in the boot, which is really useful. The other one's in the back seat, and we're ready to drive to the top. So now we're up the top, I need to just grab the bottle, walk over to the pool and fill it up, and repeat a lot of times.
It's like a weight workout at least.
First one.
This is number 7, which I think might be the final one for the day, and I'm so excited to finally get in this pool.
There's something very rewarding about doing this. It's going to feel amazing when we finally get in there. Hard work, but it's going to pay off massively. Our body temperature in the day is just going to drop, and it's going to be glorious.
This is it, the last one.
It's hard to believe. Mission complete.
So we've positioned this ladder, our trusty foldable ladder, so we can get in for now, and then Theo's already in there enjoying a good old ice cold Calippo.
Well, hello there. I've got a ice cold mango quencher and a Calippo. You can't go wrong. This, seriously guys, this is going to change the game. And don't worry about the ladder. Don't worry about how it looks right now, because in the coming weeks I'm going to completely clad it, make it look very beautiful, and build a little staircase up so we can get in and out. And also we're going to have a nice bench so we can both sit in here. Oh, this is a game changer. Check out that beautiful view, and Bee is enjoying the tub.
It's good to be in it. I've been in it about 5 times already today because it's just so lovely and cool. This is definitely a very important thing for us to do on our land, and we hope you've enjoyed watching us make it. So thanks for watching today, and we'll see you on the next video.